hopefully you can see what you need to be seeing there. And it is now working. Let's see where we are. Yeah, we are here now. That is fine. And I managed to get it working again, so that is good. I'll just get the chat where I need it to be. Hi, good to see everyone. Sorry about that problem, but we are now finally back where we should be. And hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully sound and video is all coming through. And you're getting to see the action as it unfolds. So we will get into the race. There we go. So hopefully it's all working and you can see everything and you can hear me as well. Now I have been practicing for group 4 and we have 5 minutes to get into it, so I'll get things sorted out. Now, hopefully if someone wants to give me a comment to let me know that you can hear me, then hopefully we are working well. I hope everyone is in good form tonight. Thanks for your patience as I got things sorted out. I was watching Scotty in the stream earlier when he was doing this track. He's done a phenomenal time, a 1:47.4, or a second and a bit faster than me. There's definitely time in it, but I thought I was near my maximum. Oh, the stream looks good. Excellent. That's good. So it's all working well. I did that all by myself this time. So, because Jeff helped me initially, but this time we got it all set up. So that means that's good. It's actually worked. So that's a good sign. And you can see here, I've got some new friends on my list here. We've got PG Motorsport, who's done a 1:47.5. And then I'm second with Glasgow. My goodness, Glasgow, you are literally fractions away, absolutely fractions away from beating me on that time. So that will be, you've done that. I thought my time was reasonable, and then I saw what the guys were doing, but it's very close. So no doubt you'll be jumping on to see if you can beat me. So I hope everyone is well tonight. It's an interesting group of races. I did a little bit of practice earlier on today. I was doing race C because I'd done some Assetto Corsa competition last night, and I had 2 quite good races, and I also did an hour-long race on multiplayer it was Friday night, and I didn't actually realise it was going to be an hour long because it didn't tell me, or I didn't know where to look. You're already on it. You won't be happy until you beat me there, Glasgow. But yeah, so I did an hour-long race at the Nürburgring GP circuit, and I actually went up from 11th to 3rd, but unfortunately I miscalculated the amount of fuel I needed, and although it starts you with 64, I thought I'll put less in and maybe do a pit stop, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out, but I ended up finishing about 8th. But I was doing so much practice on the Nürburgring GP circuit on ACC, I thought, well, I'll maybe try race C, but I was miles off on the pace. It's a very different circuit to drive on GT Sport than it is on ACC. And I think people cut the curbs so much on GT Sport that I'm just not able to kind of find out where they're doing that. But we did. We got I'm about at the 1:55.2, I think it was on GT for the race C. So it's not brilliant, but it's about 3 and a bit seconds off. I'm normally about maybe 2 seconds off, but it's a hard track. You need a day to practice it, I think, before I could learn how to get that time back. But here on Group 4, and we're at Sardinia Track A. Yeah, I've had a mixed set of results in the past here, but Group 4 is quite good, and I'm only a second and a half off the top time, which is not too bad. I'd like to be a little bit quicker, but maybe we'll get faster as we go, and then we can see how the races go. And I'm in the Scirocco on medium tyres, so yeah, I think it's going to be a good night. So who has done the races so far? I thought, Darren, you might have a go this afternoon. I wondered if you might stream. I know that Scotty was doing it, and then Jack Balding Racing, he was winning a lot of races, and he's done a time, I think it was like a 1:47.1. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me actually if he's in the top. I can check here. He might well be in the top 10 stars actually. Yes, he is. TX3 Jack. That's Jack Balding. So yeah, he did that just after 5 o'clock today, and a really good time. So he's fourth in the EMEA, which is pretty good. I'd love to get Jack on the show, but he's only about 13, so I'd have to get permission from his parents before I can do it. But he's a fantastic driver. Adama, good to see you. I noticed you were playing Gran Turismo. It came up you were online earlier on. I hope you're well. Good to see everybody. But so I'm going to try and find at least half a second. Otherwise, Glasgow's going to trounce me. And I know you'll be trying to beat that time. I can see it now. Look at that. How close can that be, eh? That, yeah, it's all about trying to hook up every corner here, because there's a lot of quite tricky corners with curbs and grass, and if you get it wrong, you lose a lot of momentum, and then you just end up more FIA practice. Well, we've got big news, because we've got Z28 Gaming coming up on Thursday at 9 o'clock, which I'm really looking forward to, because I've never interviewed him before, and I think that'll be great fun. And we've also, thanks very much to Richie, yet to be confirmed properly, but I'm pretty sure, hopefully we can provisionally say, we've got the Key 25 coming back. He is coming on the show. It's over 2 years since we last had him on the show, but he is coming back on, and it's going to be early, I think it's the 8th of July, the Thursday. Thursday, I think it's the 7th to the 8th. So make sure you don't miss that one, because that will be a big show. Because his channel has grown to a huge amount, and he's incredibly popular. So just to be able to get him on the show will be an excellent, it'll be fantastic. You can tell how hard I'm trying. I've hardly any hair left. Probably more hair than mine, mind you. Probably more than me. But yeah, so from watching Scotty's stream, there seemed to be some pretty interesting drivers, shall we say. A bit of ramming here and there, but over the next 2 hours, we will make it, as they say, a memorable night. That all for the right reasons. And I'll be doing my hardest to make sure we can get some good results. And then I probably won't sleep for about 5 hours. Yes, he was good, because he was right up there in third, didn't he? And right up there. He was very good. Oh, we've got Scotty on. We've got him provisionally booked for the 17th of June. So that's just a week on Thursday. So we've got him coming on a week on Thursday, so that will be good. And I'm still to hear back from Scott Mansell. I need to chase him up, because he was supposed to be coming back to me from Driver 61. So hopefully he'll come back and say yes. Now, we are fourth, with a bit of a gap in front, and it's pretty close behind. So we're going to be, oh, Darren Turner. He did say he would try and do a bit of stream sniping there, or stream sniping as he calls it, and he's managed it. Darren is in the race. Well, I hope I don't swap places with you, put it that way, Darren. That, oh, I can hear the bells in the background. Goodness me. Hopefully they're celebrating for a good result, and not the bells of doom as we head into Sardinia to see what will happen. So, looking forward to it. I've got my Erias t-shirt on today. Just happened to pull that one out of the drawer, and I was walking down the street in the town today, and people were looking at me thinking, what does that say? But and I had quite a funny little video there on Saturday, because there were all these McLarens, seemingly they were visiting a local castle, but there were rumours that Mark Wahlberg and Anthony Hopkins were seemingly visiting the area. So I don't know if that's for a new movie or something like that, but they were seemingly in the area. So I didn't see them, to be fair, but I took some videos of McLarens that were heading into town. You always say that, Darren. You're making me nervous with sweating. I know I've got you in the race. Right. Okay, from fourth on the grid. Well, gonna burn some rubber here with these front drives. Can we put our DR up a bit as well? There we are. Better put the radar on. The first race of the night. The long straight with a big braking section. Now up the hill, and a very dodgy left-hander as well. Well, we managed to survive that, get the place back. Not too bad. They give me a wee tap there. Oh. Now they're on there. Oh. A lot of very late breakers. It did. I managed to get it working. I just rebooted the whole machine. Come on. It's a bit naughty. Kind of pushed me through there even though I had the inside line. Come on, Mano. What it takes is one a good run, and then they come up behind you and give you a tap, and you lose your line and position. And the first races are always slightly tentative. Exactly, just like the IT crowd. Oh, come on. That was dodgy. You hit me twice. It's fairly defensive driving there, braking if you're turning into braking points, but that's a bit annoying, but never mind. He was a bit dodgy there, mushy peas. But Digital Car Culture, Colin, good to see you. Good to see you. I just basically turned everything on and off again and rebooted it all and managed to start the stream using the previous stream's connection. So hopefully it's worked. They said that was a clean race. Race fan is here as well. Great to see you all tonight. My next question is, how do you figure out on this OBS is to get how many people are actually watching at the same time, because I don't know how to do that yet. So if anyone knows, that's the next question for us, Jeff. That'll be the... let's see what was in there. Where did Darren end up? Oh, he was 15th, so he must have had a bad race then. But yeah, it was quite interesting to say the least. But anyway, that's one done. Yeah, it's although they were certainly, I was going quite well. Not a reasonable start to the first race of the night. But again, it's really aggressive. And they kind of know. I'll call you on Discord there to sort that one out for you. What's your favourite season of Red Dwarf? That's a tricky one. I think it would probably have to be Series 6, because that was the one that won a lot of the awards. You know, like the Gunman of the Apocalypse, or the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse one that they had. But I loved in Series 7. I loved the Crity TV It's hilarious. Whoever you get to see that one, it's one of my favourites. It was so funny. Yeah, Crichton TV was when Crichton becomes the big TV kind of TV boss, and he does all these dodgy deals to get the ratings up in the prison ship. It's very, very funny. That so King HDW rammed you off. Because there's certainly a few of them out there that are pretty ropey. Dwayne Dibley, I can throw like a geek. No, it was brilliant. I liked the one in Series 6, the Emo Hawk. It's brilliant when it changes them all over. It's very, very funny. And then we've got Ace Rimmer, and they all go, "What a guy!" You know that. Actually, Darren, you can do the accent. You've got that accent. I can't do that accent at all. That, oh yeah, Sirens. Sirens was hilarious as well. When it was like the one when it's when he does the sirens and they have to convince each other, and of course it only takes the fact of two women to say that they want they're looking for men to help redo the planet, and of course that's got the cat completely convinced, and he says to Dave Lister and the others, he says, "You don't think they were sirens, do you?" And you've got Crichton in the background going, you know, it was like, and he says, "That was basically enough to convince the cat." You know, but it's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, no, I watched them as a teenager, and I just remember this howling out loud in laughter, especially for the Emo Hawk one, when he has to marry the Guelph, and when he marries the Guelph, it's hilarious, and the poor thing, he has to abandon her on his wedding night, and it's very, very funny. But yeah, they just don't make comedy like that. But to be fair, the new ones that they did, they weren't too bad. Some of them were okay that they did on Dave. I think it's a pity that the BBC, abandoned ship on it, because it was originally a BBC show, and you kind of think they need to do something that shows how good they are. But you look at comedy now, and it's not that great. I'm not a big kind of current comedy fan. But yeah, that's why I got all my PSNs from. I've got Starbug Pilot, Crichton Starbug, and yeah, it's. They always said that Red Dwarf was going to do a movie, but they never managed to get round to it. But no, that would have been. I think that could have been quite funny. Similarly, when they did, I think it was like the 20th anniversary, they had the interview with Patrick Stewart from Star Trek, and when he first saw Red Dwarf, he was quite shocked because he thought this is just a rip-off of Star Trek, and then he realised that the more he watched it, it was a comedy, and he thought it was hilarious, and he actually really quite liked it. But yeah, let's see in the chat for all you Red Dwarf fans out there. Some of you will be so young you probably have never heard of it, but what are your favourite episodes? And let me know in the chat. I could do a show all about that. That would be quite fun. Perhaps maybe if I do one of these, I'm going to do some of... Zany Wabbit, it's good to see you. When we do the world tour on ACC on Thea's stream, we've got a team with Keith Will Own You, and with Lightning Jack 61, I think it is, or it's Jack Blaveo, I think it is, and we've got a team running up. So maybe we might have to do fancy dress and see if I can dress up as Dave Lister to get the leather jacket or something. Yeah. Let's do a show on Red Dwarf. Aye. It's just so good. It's so good, isn't it? But it was just original text after original text. They were able to perform it really, really well. And then they even did one where they all had to sing a song, wasn't it? It was brilliant. Legion was a fantastic one. That was very, very good. But yeah. I'll be Crichton. And we used to get the videos, I think I might even still have one somewhere, of the outtakes, and the outtakes were hilarious when they had to do all the bits. They were trying to measure stuff out and get the studio right, get the settings all right. And I remember there's one with Crichton when he says, "Would you believe it? The people who are setting the show up, they've actually been to university." It was like, because they were making a real mess of it. But of course, it was filmed with a live audience, which was always fun. I would have loved to have gone to one of those to actually see it live. I think it would have been amazing. Yeah. There's some good ones. I also like the one, oh, was it Better Than Life? Or the one when they have the better version of themselves and the worst version of themselves. That was a good one. And they have to go and they eat the pot noodles on the better ship, and it's like amazing. And then they eat the one on the dodgy ship, and it's horrific. And that, but yeah. Yeah, that's it. They were kind of, I mean, ahead of their time a lot in the kind of technology that they had as well, But and I loved the effects they had were just fantastic because they were so bad, Starbuck literally kind of waving about with some space, and with a couple of planets in the background. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was very funny, wasn't it? That was a laugh. That Well, I didn't actually see if I moved up in ratings there. Actually, I did get a clean race, but my door number was 4. Sorry, I started 4th, but I don't know what my door number was. So we'll see. So, oh, can we do Blake 7? Now, my brother was a huge Blake 7 fan. I remember the theme tune, wasn't it? It was a do 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 do. It was quite a serious program, that one, wasn't it? It was my brother was a huge fan, but you don't see it now. I will talk about it, sure, and certainly, Colin, when we do the magazine review. Of course, that'll be coming up this weekend, so we'll make sure we get plenty of I'll put that out on Twitter. And we're going to do a special show with Colin from Digital Car Culture, which, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. It's a great free magazine with lots of great stuff about sim racing and car culture. It's really, really good. So we'll be talking about that on Saturday. Right, this time I'm all the way down in 8th place, but we've got Jack and we've got Scotty. He is in the lobby as well. Do we have Darren as well? I'm not sure if I've seen. Oh, this is a good lobby. I mean, there's 2 A+ in there. I'm trying to think if there were any other. Oh, we've got Glasgow. Glasgow is right behind me. Glasgow is right there. Not another this time, but Glasgow is right there. Now, we had some close racing before. What will happen this time? Yeah. I need to fix my chat message on there so people know that I'm on. All right, yeah, we will put them on there. There we are. I'm a beginner. That's So, a fairly international lobby. Hey guys, we're alive. Right, a few seconds to go. Let's see. Well, will this one make a great replay? Okay, 4 laps of. This is quite a good race overall. Let's get into the action. Daily race B. Can we keep up with the A pluses? There must be a reasonable lobby here then if we've got Jack and that in there. Two, one. Over the brow of the hill. We've got Glasgow right behind us. So hard to get that corner right. I don't know if it should be in fourth or third. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh. Oh, Glasgow's got an incredible slipstream. Goodness me. Well, good on Glasgow because he managed a phenomenal move. But It's all right. Come on. Goodness me. Oi, 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 oi. What was that? Just pushed me straight off. Straight off into the pit wall. That's shocking driving. Talk about poor driving. That was shocking. Absolutely shocking driving. So we could have been so much further up and we were just taken out. But Scotty won that one and Jack was second. But that was something else, man. Something else. I mean, that is just mad. And I mean, I was forced into the pit wall along the side. I had the room and they just rammed me out the bloody way. And then they said it's a clean race. That is goodness. And yet I'd avoided them all because they were having accidents all over the place and I'd avoided them. That's definitely one I'll keep for the... That was shocking. Yeah. I'll do that one there. That's annoying because we were actually doing quite well. See, look at my fastest lap. I'm miles away from the other guys. People are doing a 1:48.7 if they get any kind of clear run. Yeah, some pretty dodgy driving. Yeah. Because Gaza, did you get? I think you got rammed off. Yeah, that was quite a. Yeah, that was something else. Good to see you, Lou. And see you. But my goodness. Yeah, they're all saying we got problems. Carry on, we got hemorrhoids. But goodness me. Shocking driving though. Because we were, I mean, at one point I was up to about fourth and I could see the possibilities. And then on the street, and I mean, I was sitting there and I don't know, he must have just swiped me or just pushed me right off. And yet I gave him all the room in the world to go past. But that's shocking. Very surprised that they didn't get. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think they were all trying to do different things when they're all, but I mean, they've got no respect though. I mean, it's that was something. But Scotty won that one. But we must have been in must have been a fairly high lobby. But I always think, if you're sensible, we would, was hitting everyone in sight. Yeah, yeah. Behind you was saying, I know it's madness, isn't it? And yet then they get massive penalties, and then they still try and keep you behind. I mean, it's still going to help them. And in the big braking areas, that's where they're going to lose out. But let me try and see if I can do a bit of time trial here while we make my time. I also know I've been letting the car bog down a wee bit, so I'm going to watch when I'm changing gear a bit. Yeah, there's quite something Italian at the French. Now this corner up here, you stay in third or fourth. It's so hard to know when to accelerate out of there. We were having a really good race there last year. Yeah. Within a fraction of our time there. Hard. I'm going to have to stay in third, even though it might seem initially slower. Well, we're fairly consistent in the high 48, so let's see if we can bring that down a bit. position right. You can see me hesitate slightly on the throttle there, gapping the trees for that left turn. Okay. Too easy to hit that. Hold up, you can see it. I hope you will. Accelerate there. Okay. Felt a bit better out of there. Oh, that's us going into the lobby now. Oh, I missed the race entry, too busy watching. Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? We're up this time, we're in 5th. I don't think we're in quite the same lobby as we were before in terms of. Oh, Darren's in this one. Darren's 12th. That's good. I hope Darren, you have a better run this time than you had before. So I don't know if we've got all the people that were in last time. Now, we've also got a Discord link which is in the description. So if you'd like to join our Discord community, you're more than welcome. I know Richie's been putting it on, and I think Rue might be able to do that as well, as he's an admin. And we don't have Jonathan tonight. He hasn't joined us yet. I wanted to send him a message, but yes, we'll be kept up to date with a lot of the stuff that is going on. I need to get it sorted out so that we've got. I can put all my links and things all sorted out in there. That would be to figure it all out. Yeah, it looks like a slightly better lobby, I think. Let's hope. Rue's done it. Excellent. Thank you, Rue. At least we're maintaining an A here, which is something. I've got a cheat giving you pointers when I can't catch your time. Oh, you're only a fraction away though. Glasgow, only a fraction away. Right. So, well, amazing, the last race, that was a clean race, so according to GG Sport. There's not much in it, but I think Shooting One Key has got a very similar time to you there, Glasgow. Thanks, Darren. Good luck to you as well. I hope you have a good race. Right. Here we go. The third attempt. no, come on. Oh, that's a bad start. Come on, you can do better than this. We got totally taken out by these guys. Always do this, isn't it? It's constant laps. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. Get it going. Come on. Gotta get these exits right. Ah, Rascal the Rabbits in the chat. Good to see you all. Ah, podium's here. And Darren's behind me now. Yeah, gonna keep it tidy. See. Well, and well done to Darren. Well done, Darren. Finished fourth. That's very good. Because that was mad. That was absolutely mad. Thank you very much. Ah, Leah's in the chat as well. Good to see you, Leah. We must get you on the show. I know we said we'd do it a wee while ago. We must get a date sorted out and get you on the show. It'd be great to have you as well. My door number was 1, but at least I moved up a couple of places. But yeah, because I kind of thought at the start I was making a bit of time on them. P3, a homage to you, exactly. Yeah, and of course we have got the Hugh Hatrick Touring Car League community race series coming up, and so make sure that you stay tuned because that's going to be, we'll be looking for as many of you as possible to take part. It's going to be great fun. And very kindly, Rascal the Rabbit has been the one who's made it all, organised it all. It's all in the Discord, so you can see all the details about it there, and you can sign up, get things sorted as things get ready to launch. It'll be probably the end of July when we have our first race there. I might actually just save that replay because that was quite something. There we go. Race C next. Ah, Fafnir, Dunnock's Old, good to see you. Now I haven't actually seen Tinsley's thing today. Now are we? Oh yes, we could fit that in, couldn't we? Yeah, I think we should go for a race C actually. I'm not massively fast here. If I look at my qualifying rankings, I'm going to be terrible. I'm right down at the bottom. Look at that. PG Motorsport with a 152, which is pretty quick because they were the best. I think is around about 51.8 or something. WA Legend a 154.5, and there I'm struggling on a 155. But why don't we try it? Why don't we see what we can do with this one now? What do you recommend? We've got a little bit of time. So for race C, and please don't give me a bad car. Please give me a chance. I'm already 3 seconds off the pace of the top, so I need a good one. That's a good PSN, that one. I think to try and get that right the first time round is going to be a challenge for anybody. But I think Fafnir is very very kind and gives us all a chance. Oh yes, yeah. No, it's we have Z28 Gaming, our biggest, one of our biggest American interviews yet, as well with Podium. Don't want to put it out, but it was very much thanks as well to Podium for talking to him, and we got it sorted out. So we're going to have Z28 Gaming on Thursday. So I'm going to, I'll be speaking to him later on. It'll be tomorrow, and we'll get all the stuff sorted out, and that will be this Thursday at 9 o'clock. So that will be a lot of fun. Not done a time yet, but use the RCZ. Right, well done. Okay, fantastic. I will use the RCZ. I did wonder actually if that was a thing. Now I reckon we'll be starting probably quite far down the field with the time that I have. So I wonder if I should go on the mediums first and then maybe go on to the softs. That seems to be the way of race C these days. And I've not set a time on the medium tyre, just on the soft. Because you've got that amazing turn 1. Well, it certainly helped. It certainly helped, didn't it? People will be so terrified that they have to come on the show. Sounds like a great idea. Yeah. So 5 on the medium and then 5 on the soft. Okay. Tisby's quite good on his tyres, isn't he? I'm not that great on the tyres, but I'll speed. But, to get out of the trees. That's brilliant. So where are we on this? We've got we'll start off on the medium. Make sure that one's fine. That's my wife in the background saying that they're all trying to sleep, so don't speak too loud. I'm like the guy in the audience that laughs out loud at the joke, and everyone else sits down saying shh. That aha, so 5 on the medium, 5 on the soft, and it is, I don't think we need to stop for fuel, so hopefully we should be fine. We're in lockdown again in Melbourne, goodness me. I think that's because we had about 9 cases. We have, well, I think that they say that this new variant has had a few more, but you're still watching Rate My Takeaway, enjoying the stream. Rate My Takeaway. Good. It takes a lot to convince Jonathan to watch this stream, that's for sure. So we are going to do, if you're just joining us now, we're doing race C. We've done with 4 races on race B, and they were all pretty crazy, but we survived it, and we've still got an A rating. That yeah, hopefully these lockdowns won't last very much longer. We're supposed to be free on the 21st of June. We're supposed to be ready to go 2 weeks' time. I don't know, personally, in where I am here in the northeast of England, I don't know of anyone who's had COVID for months and months, but they all seem to be still wary to open anything up. Are you watching on your telephone? Aye, because Yvonne, my wife, said that there was something about the it was, what was the thing? There was a KFC show or something now. They've got Inside KFC. That I bet that would be quite shocking when you see how they handle the chicken. It used to have a really bad reputation, but I think it is better now. Yeah, the 20 variants, but at least all the cases have been traced. Oh, fantastic! Thanks, Podium. Yeah, I need to get the information so I can see how many likes we've had and things like that, and who's all watching at the same time, because unfortunately I don't have that in front of me, but we'll see. $3,000 variants, goodness me. When I saw that 3,000, I suddenly thought, "Ooh, we've got 3,000 viewers. My goodness me, that'll be a record for us." That aye. You can cut the second corner a fair bit, but not the first in the last chicane. Ah, right, yeah, because it's the first one you've got to really watch, isn't it? But the second one, because that's a tough one to get right. I so much prefer it on when they do it in ACC. When you use the second chicane, it's so much nicer to go through that one. The chicane in this is horrible. But if any of you guys are in touch with areas or with Kirith Card, I've sent them messages on Discord and they haven't come back, and I've emailed them as well. So I don't know if they're on holiday or if they're away, but if you know them, let them know. I've been trying to get in touch with them because we hope to get them back on the show as well. I happened to pull this one out of the cupboard today, so that's why that one's on. Oh, did you see that Super GT had quite a big crash in his go-karting? It was on his either his Facebook or his Twitter, I think. He had quite a big bump, and I don't know if he was injured or not, but it certainly looked quite a bad thump. Good to see you, Podium. You take care. It's always fun having you on the show and having you in the chat, and to everyone that's there as well. It's always good to have your comments. And to think it started tonight talking about Red Dwarf, but when it first started, I could barely get the stream working, but now it's all going. So here we are. Thank you very much, Podium. We will do. We will do indeed. Enjoy the frozen pickles. Oh, 16th. I'm really far down the field. Well, this will be... Now, quite a lot of people were using the M6 for the qualifying. That you've all got good connections. Not in your lobby. It was indeed. I'm doing an event, a very big event, but it's so big that I'm not allowed to publicise it just now. But we're over the next few weeks and into July. Once it's all done and dusted, then I'll be able to say. But we had a good day yesterday. Yeah, no, it was good fun. And it's going to be a really good event. And I know that people will be asking, what on earth are you doing? But I'm not allowed to say until it's all done. Okay. Now, and I know soon we'll have a video from Rascal the Rabbit. I know he's been making a video for the touring car championship, so that will be coming very soon, and we'll be able to talk about it and advertise it and let you see it. Wigan kebab. Well, there's only a bit of a gap between the guys behind me, but if they are near their qualifying pace, then it's going to be exciting. Now, Silent Takeover, I think I've raced against him before. So this is going to be about really trying to go up the field, and I wouldn't say damage limitation, but hopefully a good race. Yeah. That'd be good on 4K. Hopefully we'll be starting on this chicane. Right, come on, turn the corner. could definitely go a bit faster, I think. Oh, you got one off. That guy was fast, certainly. Well, race pace is not too bad. come on, you can see it. It's not how to take the chicane. Quite a lot of people coming in now. I'll come in on the next lap. You'll be on the softs. Conversation there. Thanks, Rascal. Brake bias 1 to 2 to the rear. I wondered, I wasn't sure. I might be a little bit harder on those tyres than normal. God, it takes forever to do a pit stop here now. We've got a penalty up ahead. racing up ahead. One with a penalty. Last lap, here we go. Sorry, good to see you. That was Wigan Kebab in front. Now he was in front of me earlier, but I've caught up a bit. Well, did you have a bad race there? Well, race B, we were in a couple of races, Scotty, that you were in, that you won one of them, which we had it was absolutely mad with being hit from left and right, but didn't get penalties, to be fair. And then this is the first run I've had. Now, what does it say? Was that 12th? But it was a clean race, and I was up 5 positions, but he doesn't look very happy. But well, I'm ahead of my door number, so to be fair, it could have been a lot worse. But I don't think my race pace was too bad, actually. I think I wasn't far away. Yeah, I was really the win at the end. So, and I think if I'd come in the lap before, because my tyres were going certainly, then actually it wouldn't have been too bad. Here we go. Well, I think I'll do one more of race C, and then I'll have to call it a night. But I do like that car, actually, and a big thanks to Rascal Rabbit, because he was recommending the RCZ. Yeah, it was mad. The race B was absolutely crazy. I mean, it's just everyone bashing into everybody, and goodness me, it was something else. But we'll do one more. God, I'm sweating underneath all this. I need to open my window and stuff, or start getting a fan or something to keep the room cool. But, Yeah, because there's one that came in about like lap 2 or 3, wasn't it? So I wonder. Um, aye, no, that would be good. Glasgow, that would be good. Yeah, it's. I was quite impressed with the RCZ. To be fair, it was quite. It was well balanced actually. I'm just trying to think what I've got. What? Right. No. I need to know where I am on. In terms of what brake balance I've got. I'll just pause that sign so I know that it's on brake balance 2 to the rear, which is about fine because it was nice and reactive. It was just about enough to make that work. Yeah, it was a really good stream earlier on. Yeah, I mean to be fair, I let the guys go that were way faster. There was one or two that were clearly when I came out. Was it? I was on my last lap before I was going into the pits. A guy came past me and he was clearly on a much quicker run. But yeah, people were spinning off and crashing out. So I think that's just what on race C. That's just what you have to watch out for and hope you can make up some places. But crucially, you need the speed to be really fast, and that's what I've got to really work on. It's always been it's a tough track. I remember though when they did it as a GP circuit, and it didn't have you had the right hander, and then it went into a kind of left hander, and it went round. But they put this chicane in it to slow it right down. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, there were some quite good. Well, you'll be racing with me then, Glasgow, because my time, even though I tried, I had a lot of practice. That's as fast as I got. I'm not great with GT3s on this game. I try if I can to get between 1.5 and 2 seconds off the kind of top time, but this one just gets me. I think it's because they must use so much curb, um, and I'm just not used to using as much curb because you play ACC and you just can't do it. I remember I was doing the race on a Friday night for an hour race on ACC here. Oh, it was the different chicane at the end, but I was into the 57s, the low 57s, and I reckon I could have got into the 56s, and that was in the Aston Martin. And I was really enjoying it actually, it's quite good fun. I've now managed to get to an SA of 68 on my PC version of Assetto Corsa Competizione, they say. You're going to try the Eatle. Can't choose a car going with a Porsche. Yeah, Porsche seemed pretty popular. Remind me, I have to speak quietly because everyone else is sleeping in the house just next door, so I'll get the wrath of my wife to deal with later on. Yep, but I hope you don't get yeeted in the middle. Okay, let's see. Joining the session. Well, we're 15th. We're one. We are one up. But I don't see Glasgow or Darren in this one. I think it was quite a few people who were in the last race. Well, somebody's got advantage. They've done a 53.4, which is pretty quick. See, I mean, look, there's almost a 2 second gap between Paul and myself. Well, is Glasgow is in your? Oh, that's good then, Darren. Well, you two can fight it out. See how you get on. So, somebody's dropped out, so we're now up to 14th. There's a big gap between me and the guy in front of 54.9 he's done. So 3 tenths, just about, 3.5 tenths. Now, the guy in pole position has got a very poor connection, so I wonder if he might drop out. We'll see. There we are. Okay. It's our second shot at the Nürburgring. And our final race of the night. What can we do from here? We went up some places. We got an 11th in the last race, starting from 16th. Could we get into the top 10? Just pretend you're Verstappen's number 2. Yeah. stuff going on up ahead. Ah, Henry, good to see you. On. Right, let's see. Yeah, they're really straight lining. Out of a 10th quicker than Hugh. That's quite easy to do. I'm not great at this circuit. Come on now, that's a bit naughty. Give him plenty of room. And he just turned in on me. Yep, that's it. Oh, there's going to be any room there. Ah, come on, June. I got it. You were good. Just got it wrong in that last bit. Still, we got a top 10. Oh, goodness, it's tough. But our race pace wasn't too bad, but there was so much battling in front that they were slowing everybody down. So, and there were some pretty, rough manoeuvres and all of that. But it's a hard track and I'm not very good at it, I will admit that. It's one that I really need to try and just learn how to get faster on. But we got a top 10, which is not... I mean, we came in early because I thought with all those people, with all the battles up ahead, we might make up some time. But I think maybe actually we should have maybe stayed out an extra lap and maybe we would have avoided, because we came out in a huge battle. Well, our number was 18th, so that wasn't too bad. Made up 4 positions. Yeah. You wonder actually, wouldn't it? Maybe just to try and get to be a bit faster, perhaps. Yeah. To try and... Oh, thanks, Henry. Well, there we are. What a night, eh? That was good fun. Good fun indeed. And thank you to everybody who's been watching. And on Thursday, we've got Z28 Gaming. So I look forward to seeing you all watching the show, because he's one of the biggest American sim racers. In fact, he's been to the World Championships, I'm sure, on several occasions with people like Tidgely. So that will be coming up at 9 o'clock on Thursday. But until then, I will finish the stream there and say, drive fast and try not to crash. And if you do, you might just win the race at the first corner. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching and all your comments and all the wonderful support and tips tonight. And take care. Have a fantastic week, and we will see you very soon. Bye just now.